In this podcast, TREZIE Talks, we rebuke all negativity. We don't condone negativity. You know what I'm saying? Like leave that at the door. All right. And then pick it back up when you leaving out because we don't do that here. Hey, it's your girl TREZIE. And let me start off by saying this is my fourth take of this video. Welcome to the introduction of my first podcast. It's going to be the number one podcast in America, in the world. Like, is I just know it. I'm on my fourth take of this video. Are y'all hearing me? The first time wasn't recording. The second time it wasn't recording. The third time it was recording, but it was blurry, like completely blurry. And then I realized that I was recording it wrong, like the wrong way on all of them. So now this is my fourth take. And listen, that's how you guys know I'm committed to what I'm about to tell you guys because four takes is crazy, y'all. And I did it all the way through. Like, oh my gosh. But I am very committed to this idea that I want to bring to you guys. So if I have to do my fourth take, I'll do my fourth take. That's how you know I mess with you guys for real. But all right, let's do this fourth take, you guys. My name is TREZIE. If you don't already know, you're on my channel. You should know. You should follow me. And I post a lot of my shorts and I post regular video content as well. But right now, more on my short side of YouTube. And this is going to be a new addition to my YouTube as well. But this is going to be my podcast. It's the introduction. And my podcast name is TREZIE Talks. TREZIE Talks. Okay. I'm TREZIE and I talk. So that's what the name is. I'm very excited to have you guys here. I'm so excited to have you guys here. I've been wanting to do a podcast for mad long because, you know, like I said, I do talk and I like talking. I have a lot of opinions and I feel like they should be shared. You know what I'm saying? I want this podcast to be very inspirational yet authentic and genuine at the same time. Okay. And when I say that, I just want to bring a lot of positivity and light to any topic that I'm talking about or whatever I'm discussing. You know what I mean? Like, this is going to be a very uplifting podcast, of course. So, that's just first things first. It's going to be very much real talk meets relatable, meets authentic, meets genuine, meets cute. So that's what I'm really thinking of for that. So yeah, my name is TREZIE, and obviously I'm a content creator, and I'm also a model. I've been modeling for a couple of years now, and listen, I was in Nike, and I went out to Europe for Celine. I didn't do anything for them, but they took me out there, y'all. Yeah, I was in a magazine. It's called 1887 magazine. I'm gonna insert a picture for y'all, but yeah, real deal. I'm a model. I'm signed to this agency in New York. If you follow my socials, you guys could just look, honestly. You guys could look at everything. All of my pictures, my modeling pictures, everything is leaked in my socials. So, yeah, content creator, model. I'm a full-time worker, more than full-time, two-time full-time. Nah, I'm a whole worker. I work two jobs, y'all, and I'm very opinionated and I love to share my opinion. I love to talk. A lot of people say that I'm funny, but when I be thinking I'm funny, people don't be thinking I'm funny. I be confused, like, am I funny or not? But they also say I'm like inspirational, you know. And when I first was starting to hear that, I'm like, inspirational, me? But yeah, I started to look back and I give myself grace now because I'm like, you know what? I actually am though. People don't give themselves enough grace. You know, for me to be able to see that now is how I could be able to come on here and make this podcast because like I like inspiring people. That's literally like that's my dream. Like I feel like that's why I'm here. And like I said earlier, I was always a social butterfly since I was younger. And since I was always a social butterfly since I was younger, it's just always been with me. And I've always been also passionate about deep talks. Yeah, I love a deep talk with somebody who knows how to talk. Like some people stay surface level, but I dive deep. Like I want to know everything. Feel me? Like that's my kind of talk. Like we need to explore the unknown. I love that. So if you into that type of stuff, this is gonna be your kind of podcast. But yeah, I like to dive deep. I like to have good talks. I like to have inspiring talks, educational talks, financial talks, conspiracy talks, like all types of talks, y'all. I don't care. I don't discriminate. I don't judge. Maybe sometimes I try not to judge as much as possible. And also, I'm not biased. That's something like I said, huh? Thank you. That was good. Sorry, y'all. We was just interrupted. I forgot where I was at. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. I'm not biased, y'all. I can be unbiased with no problem because you just never know. Like you truly never know. So I'm very unbiased when it comes to that. But yeah, so I could take that standpoint for you guys and show you, what I think was going on in my mind and, the ideas that I have because I do feel like they're worth telling. People do tell me that they like hearing me speak and, that what I be saying is just like factual and, I should talk. Like I should actually talk to people or be like a TED Talk type of person. I'm like, okay, like y'all dragging it, but I'll try. So with this podcast, hopefully that could give me that kind of platform where I could just talk and be informal and get perspectives from other people and build connections and engage with my audience and all of that laundry list. Essentially, I just want to create a space where we can talk and understand each other. And even if we don't understand each other, like, there's no hatred or there's no negativity towards each other. Like, we understand each other or we don't. But, there should be nothing else past that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we should just at least try to learn from each other as much as we can. Because different perspectives creates amazing conversations. So that's just what I'm thinking about that there. Yeah, just a little safe space, for you guys to chit chat or whatever, and for myself to chit chat to you guys too. Because I'm telling y'all, I do not be believing stuff that be going on in the world, y'all. Like I cannot believe the stuff that be going on in the world, and I be like, yo, I just be saying my opinion in my head, but like I be wanting to say it out loud, like to see if I'm the only person that thinks of stuff this way. Like, am I tripping or am I not tripping? I don't know. But you guys are going to see when I drop some videos. That also brings me into my next topic that I want to talk about is what you're probably wondering, like, what even is this podcast for? Okay. Like, what is it about? What are you doing? Like, who, what? We know you're TREZIE, but what are you doing on YouTube for a podcast? So, let me tell you my overall thoughts about what the podcast is going to be being inspirational, bringing light to the channel, bringing light to people, positivity, getting to expand our minds and think outside of the box. You know what I'm saying? Like, we should all think outside of the box. Nobody should just be stuck in their one little mindset. Like, everybody is different person to person, and no one person knows everything. It's gonna be a lot of story times. If you guys are tuning into my account, you guys know that I'll be posting them on my other side of my account. I want it to be two separate, like it's still gonna be on my channel, but I want it to be two separate types of content that I'm making. So I already made story times on my regular channel. You guys could go and view channel and go ahead subscribe while you're at it if you haven't and watch my videos. But this podcast is gonna have some storytelling in it as well. Like, of course, why wouldn't it? Hopefully this storytelling is going to give you guys some peace of mind or at least I'm not alone kind of feeling because like I said I want it to be positive. Like if you're missing that little piece that you need in your mind, boom, this is going to be a helping podcast. This podcast is going to cover everything. It's going to cover everything. I'm talking about mental health, growth, personal growth, finances. Listen, we're going to talk about pop culture. We're going to talk about real life, real life. Okay, we're going to talk about everything. Like, literally, it's going to be a variety. It's not going to be any set anything because honestly, my mind is always going and I always have new stuff to talk about and I always wonder everything. And if you guys start commenting, when you guys start commenting, mm-hmm, we're going to have even more to talk about because then I get to answer your questions and your opinions because until then it's just going to be my perspective and what I think and everything on there. So yeah, we're going to cover everything from the economical and political state of the world to that mental health that we trying to get right. You know what I'm saying? Sure. I'm a very strongly opinionated person. So this is going to be very interesting. Hopefully you guys can connect with what I have to talk about, and if you guys have any insight, or if you guys have any reconstructive criticism of what I should do with my podcast, I'm just starting. This is literally just the introduction. I'm not even putting out the first video yet. Like, you guys can still show some love, give me some comments, let me know what I could do better, what you want to see, because this is not just for me, y'all, it's for you as well. So that goes with what I'm trying to say next. Okay, what can you guys expect to hear? Essentially, you guys know I'm just starting out. Like I said, this is my little podcast room. This is gonna be my podcast room. This is what you guys are gonna see. And I'm starting right now essentially at the bottom, right? Because we're just starting, and this is literally my introduction video. So we're starting at the bottom. So right now, my game plan is I'm gonna have solo episodes, which is obviously just me talking here with you guys, which is no problem, because who doesn't want to just be here talking with your girl and everybody just chilling, you know what I'm saying? This is gonna be the type of podcast where if it's raining outside, like how it is, if it's raining outside and you just want to kick back, relax, you hate the rain because it makes you moody, and you just need to throw on some YouTube on your TV or on your phone or wherever, and you're like, yes, let's put on TREZIE Talks because we want to hear what she's talking about today. Because it's gonna be very chill, very mellow, very, yes, like you're gonna want to. So that's the vibe I'm thinking with the story times. We're gonna do storytelling. We're gonna do solo episodes. And lastly, for the start, I want to do Q&As because that's gonna help me get to know you guys better. That's gonna help you guys get to know me better. So leave comments. This is why I keep stressing, like, leave comments, because this is gonna help the podcast grow and our community grow even more, and we'll have so much more to talk about, and stuff you want answered is gonna get answered. Duh. When, like I said, we're at the bottom. When we get to the top, because like I said in the beginning, this is going to be the number one podcast ever. So when we get up there or somewhere in between, it doesn't really matter. We're gonna start doing interviews as well. But for right now, we're not really too pressed about interviews. Really just the introductory. Like I said 15 times already, this is just the introductory to my podcast. Nothing crazy. If I left out anything, I'll cover it onto my next actual video. You guys, like, comment, subscribe. I gotta lay off the drugs, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and definitely comment and definitely subscribe and like and share, especially if this is sounding like your type of podcast that you would tune into. It's going to be that. I told you, number one ever. So don't forget that, Buki. I'm going to be coming out with some more videos. I'm thinking frequency is 1 to 2 videos a week, 2 on the high end, 1 on the low end, of course, but that'll probably be the average, is 1 video a week for my podcast. So that's gonna be the schedule so far. If anything changes, I'll let you guys know, of course. If there's anything that I should change, bada bing, bada boom, let me know in the comments too. Let me know in the comments if there's anything that I should change, or anything you want to hear. This was my 4th take, and I'm excited. Hopefully it turns out good. We're out.